This KELOLAND Living segment is sponsored by Dale Tree Decks and Outdoor Lighting and South Dakota Decking and Railing, a family-owned and operated business that creates custom deck, pergola, and porch projects and installs outdoor low-voltage lights. They also sell deck boards and railings for do-it-yourself projects.
Transforming outdoor spaces into stunning functional retreats is an art, and Dale Tree Decks and Outdoor Lighting, along with South Dakota Decking and Railing, are masters of their craft.
Whether you're dreaming of a custom-built deck, elegant outdoor lighting, or durable railings, or are looking to do it yourself, these companies bring expertise and creativity to every project.
Tim Schoffelman is joining us today to tell us more about how their attention to detail and commitment to quality ensure that your outdoor area becomes a cherished extension of your home.
Dale Tree Decks and Outdoor Lighting specializes in crafting decks, porches, pergolas, and outdoor lighting solutions that enhance both the beauty and usability of your space. Meanwhile, South Dakota Decking and Railing focuses on providing top-notch decking and railing options, combining durability with style to create safe and visually appealing structures. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So where did you first get your passion for decking specifically? I mean, it is that extension to your home.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, young family, just started doing a lot of home improvement. You know, we would buy and sell houses, and that was one of the first things we'd always do. Build a front deck or change some of that around, help family members. So a lot of the home improvement started from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when we started the company, I knew focusing on a single thing was the most important.
Right.
The other thing that really played into it is all the memories and the nostalgia I had growing up.
Yeah.
Around sitting on our deck, and just how that made such a lasting impression on myself and hopefully for others as well.
Sure.
That's a great point, because I think we do remember all those times on, the back porches and the decks of our lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What sets your company apart from others like it?
That is a great question. So we kind of started the company with the idea of encouraging others. So the company's named after my dad, Dale.
Yeah.
He passed away in 2015, and one of our last conversations was him encouraging me to start my own business. But at the time, my wife was part-time, I was full-time, carrying the insurance, just not a great time.
Right.
Well, you fast forward to when we actually did start the company, and one thing I wanted to do was find a way to encourage others, to help them through any situation they're going through while using what I was good at. And so combined with just the thought of good family memories around the deck and stuff like that, that was one thing that I knew I could do to help just encourage folks and go from there.
Sure.
With all the experience you have, and we're looking at, by the way, some beautiful pictures with gorgeous details.
Right.
When we talk about Dale Tree Decks and Outdoor Lighting, tell me a little bit about even Christmas lights you can do.
Yeah.
That's kind of all of it. So tell us about the services you offer within that.
Yeah, so replacing decks, that's a big one. Now we're getting to the point where we're installing a lot of lighting with our decks. Some of the most obvious are just lighting the stairs, especially for children or elderly, so they can see where they're stepping at night. But also to create an atmosphere, so like if mom and dad want to go out there and read a book or just unwind, it's an atmosphere where that can happen. Then that started opening up to pergolas and kind of some privacy fencing. We have a number of situations here in Sioux Falls where you're really close to your neighbor.
Yeah.
And so you want to have a railing that kind of sets up a little bit of a privacy. So it's things like that. It just keeps building and building and offering different services.
Mitchell has a famous deck duck, actually, a duck that lives on his deck. That you might want to consider getting her space a little bit better.
Yes, and even more lighting and everything.
It really can.
I'm loving the trends of even having the light on the pole, on that top of the pole part. I mean, there's a lot of new trends. What are you seeing out there that's new and interesting?
Yeah, so the new stuff has been a lot on the pergola side with moving slats up above so you can have a roof if it's raining outside, or it will open back up. You can add in some.
Change them.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Heating, they have lighting around that, and so it extends your outdoor living space from, a 6-month time frame to now 9 to 10 months.
Right.
It's really been great.
So that's what we're talking about. You talk about like creating these lifetime memories and having all of this be beautiful. And that louvered pergola is
Yeah.
what you're talking about,
Yeah.
where you
Yep.
can actually turn, I mean, it changes with how you need your life to work
Right.
at that moment.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So let's talk about the actual South Dakota decking and railing and how
Yes.
that's different.
Yeah. So as we've started the business, we've started doing so much metal railing, so many different products we use. We started becoming a dealer
Okay.
in some of these products. One of them is Star Railing. They come in like 20-foot sections, and so they're nice and stable throughout. It's really been nice from the install standpoint as well.
Okay.
And it allows us to keep the overall construction costs down because we install it so quickly.
Okay.
So that's been really nice. Then we offer deck boards that are like a PVC material. And the nice thing with PVC is it doesn't get as hot as a lot of the composites do. So when
Okay.
you think about pets' feet,
Yes.
little children's feet
Yep.
being barefoot out there, it's been great.
Okay.
There's so many, I mean, gone
yeah.
are the days that we're out there staining and restaining our deck every
Right.
summer.
Yes,
and like,
exactly.
I mean,
Yep.
this is like, you're going to just come do it once and it's going to be.
I think about 75-80% of our customers are now some sort of composite, low maintenance deck now.
Right.
And just a lot of folks are moving towards that.
And
There's
yeah.
always going to be room for a wood deck that has its definite uses, but more and more folks are moving over to a composite or low maintenance material.
We mentioned a DIY projects, you know, for those
Mm-hmm.
who are interested in doing it themselves. What do you supply for that?
Yeah, so the railing, the deck boards, they can do the pergolas, the lighting. We can supply all that as well through SDDR.
Okay.
We are now getting in enough where we can turn that around and still provide a really good price, competitive price to a lot of other customers.
Got it.
Summer
Yeah.
is here, basically, right
Yep.
around the corner. So for somebody who wants to take advantage of that deck this summer, can they still get a hold of you to
Yes.
do that right now? Like, what's
Yep.
the turnaround time look like?
So it takes us about, on average, for a 200 square foot deck, so that's 12 by 16, something like that, about a week to turn it around.
Okay.
Yep. And then we are booking into June, maybe July now. We had some come over the weekend, so we might be booking into July now. But we still plenty of time to get in.
Yeah, time
Yep.
to do that. And I even saw in the video some pools surround, like some
Yeah.
people who do the above ground pools that you can
Yep.
actually make them feel like they're in ground with the decking and everything.
Yeah. So about once or twice a year, we'll do a pool deck, and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
How about clients who might not exactly know what they want yet or what they want to do yet? How do
Yeah.
you work with them to kind of see their dream?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing is we just encourage people to call in, and we kind of talk through them over the phone. What are you thinking? How big do you want this deck? And a lot of times we can give them a budget number right then and there over the phone. Then if that's something they want to move forward with, we'll come out, actually take the final measurements, we'll really narrow that down, and then email them a quote.
Okay.
And then they can go from there.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of a brainstorming process, but we work with every client on that.
Yeah, I mean, here we don't have always the nicest weather year round, so being able to take care of, like, take advantage of it when we can is important, and that's that space, that
Right.
that second that outdoor living space that we all crave. And with,
Yeah.
gosh, the louvered pergola is really blowing my mind.
Yep.
It's so cool.
Like,
it really
it's
is.
raining, okay.
I know. I love that idea.
And we've
I love it.
installed them on top of decks, on top of patios. We've installed them in a number of different locations. So
Great.
that's one thing a lot of folks will have concerns about
Okay.
is where can I install this?
Right.
And they work in both places.
Wow,
I
that's
didn't
great.
know that. Okay.
Well, thank you so
Love
much for
that.
being here today.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you for
you.
having me.
If you want to learn more, Dale Tree Decks and Outdoor Lighting would love to talk to you or give you a free quote for your next deck, pergola, or porch home improvement project. You can reach them by phone at 605-549-1188 or online at daletree.com.
And whether you're upgrading your home or transforming your outdoor area, South Dakota Decking and Railing is there to help you find the perfect fit. They can be reached by calling 605-743-0536. You'll find them online at sddr.com. Let them help you create a cherished extension of your home.
This KELOLAND Living segment has been sponsored by Dale Tree Decks and Outdoor Lighting and South Dakota Decking and Railing, a family-owned and operated business that creates custom deck, pergola, and porch projects and installs outdoor low-voltage lights. They also sell deck boards and railings for do-it-yourself projects.
Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more KELOLAND Living to do right after the commercial break.